led the presentation. Ibinahagi niya ang mga kailangan gawin para sa improvement ng mga sistema sa CAAP at sa airports. Magpaliwanag din si Secretary Ivan Uy ngayon ng Department of Information and Communications Technology tungkol naman sa communications at connectivity aspect ng insidente. At para bigyan tayo ng mas comprehensive explanation, kasama natin ngayon sina DOTR Secretary Jaime Bautista at DICT Secretary Ivan Uy. Let's start with Secretary Bautista. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Daphne. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this press briefing. This morning, we met with the President and gave him an update of what happened during the January 1 issue that we had with the CNS ATM of the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines. We also made some recommendations on how we will move forward. And the President is very much aware of what happened, and he supports our recommendation to implement future requirements necessary for the upgrade or improvement of the CNS ATM system, which includes hardware and software maintenance, hardware replacement, ultimate fallback system for software redundancy, and the need for an independent CNS ATM in a separate location. He also instructed us to continue the maintenance of all existing equipments, and at the same time, he wants us to fast-track the arrangement for a maintenance agreement with Sumitomo Antares, who is the provider of the system. So, thank you, Daphne.
Okay, I'm sure there will be some questions in a little while, but let's move on to Secretary Ivan Uy. Do you have anything to report, sir?
Thank you very much, and good morning to everyone. Well, as Secretary Jimmy Bautista has mentioned, during the sectoral cluster meeting this morning, we did discuss on the incident that happened last January 1. And so far, from the cybersecurity aspect, there doesn't appear to be any cyber-related incident that triggered the incident. It was basically an electromechanical malfunction that triggered the whole incident. But nonetheless, we took the opportunity to conduct a thorough review and cybersecurity audit of the whole system, since we're already there, in order to ensure that the system is adequately protected from any cybersecurity threats. As you very well know, immediately after our incident, a few days later, the U.S. air transport management system failed, entire United States, and a few days later, the Canadian system also failed. We still have no clear report from both the U.S. and Canada as to how or why or in what way their system failed, except for they're publicly announced that it is a system glitch or a software issue. So we're still awaiting word from them and exchanging notes. However, we're not taking any chances, and we are conducting a thorough assessment of our own internal system, just to make sure that we have the proper systems and security in place to prevent any issues on the software and on the cybersecurity aspect. So this will require upgrades. This will require probably replacement of some equipment, hardware, and software. So those are currently ongoing, and we'll be able to perhaps give you a further update as soon as we have other news. Thank you.
Okay. On the SIM cards, any?
Yes. So on another topic, we're shifting to a new topic. Okay. With regards to the SIM card registration, the recent report I received is we have more than 20 million already registered SIM card users. So we are roughly 1 month from the implementation, from the release of the implementing rules and regulations, and we've already achieved more than 20 million registrations. So we are progressing very, very fast, and I'd like to thank the public, the general public, for being very responsive to our appeal to register as soon as possible. And in order to help our remote areas, because the bigger issues actually are those remote areas where they do not have any Wi-Fi connection where they can do the registration. So we have launched a SIM card registration caravan that is going to all those remote areas, and we've started the first caravan is we did in Ifugao, the mountain province, last week, and in the next few days we have a 3-day SIM card registration in the remote areas. January 25, we're addressing Region 1, 7, 8, 10, and 11, which will be in Ilocos Norte, Cebu, Leyte, Bukidnon, and Davao del Sur. Mostly at the municipal auditorium, no? We are providing a press release as to where these sites will be and exactly which auditorium, municipal hall, or gym of those municipalities or barangays that will be deploying. January 26, it will be in Cagayan Autonomous Region, Region 2, Region 3, Region 4A, and Region 9. And on day 3, January 27, it will be 4B, Region 5, Region 6, Region 7, and Region 13. You'll be getting a list of all the specific areas where we will have internet connectivity, either through our digital transformation centers, our telecenters, or our free Wi-Fi areas where there will be people who will assist in the SIM card registration. These are all remote areas in the country where they cannot connect. So, so far, that's all on the SIM card registration. There have been some issues that has cropped up, and we're currently also addressing some of those issues that were not anticipated before. Like there are SIM card wholesalers that have bought thousands of SIM cards, and now they're not able to sell it, and it's going to expire, because if they are not able to sell it, and it doesn't belong to any person yet, baka maputol dahil hindi na-rehistro yung mga SIM cards. So anyway, we're working with the telcos on how we are going to address some of those issues. That's just an example of one of them. Anyways, so that's it. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Secretary Ivan Uy. Now let's open the floor for some questions. Okay, first up we have Eden Santos of Net 25.
Hello. Thank you, Ma'am Daphne. Kay Secretary Bautista po, can you elaborate lang po yung binanggit ni Pangulong BBM yesterday dun sa media briefing na wala naman pong plano ang administrasyon na isa pribado ang operation ng NAIA. Pero meron yatang kinokontrata na private sector group from New York na magmamanage po ng operation. Tama po ba yun?
Thank you, Eden. No? Ang ibig sabihin ng presidente, no, hindi naman natin ibibigay sa private sector yung assets ng NAIA. No? Ang ibig niyang sabihin ay it's the private sector who will manage the operations, no, through a concession agreement, no, which is what we have been doing in 2 airports now, no, sa Cebu at sa Clark, no. Cebu is operated by GMR Megawide, no, although yung asset talaga ay asset naman ng ng gobyerno. Kaya hindi naman na-privatized yung infrastructure. No? This is also the same with the operations of Clark International Airport. No? Yung asset remained with the